Hello, and thank you for joining me for another yoga practice. My name is Kayla Slater, and I will be your yoga teacher for the day. Today's practice, we will be focusing on tight hips, working through some stretches and exercises to help strengthen and open up the hip space. Starting from a comfortable seat, begin to walk the hands forward, folding over both legs. Option 2, round the spine a little bit, letting the head drop down. If that feels comfortable, you might stay up on the hands, maybe the forearms reach the mat. Breathing here. Start to walk the hands back in, switch over the cross of your legs, and again, coming down for a fold. Staying with the breath, trying to soften a little bit more with every exhale. Good. Begin to walk the hands back in, pressing forward as you plant the feet down into your low yogic squat. So the feet are about the width of the mat, hands to heart center, squeezing the thighs into the arms as you press them away. Lengthen your spine. Power through the legs, lift all the way up, sweeping the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Making your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, fold over both legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands. Step your way back to plank. Drop down to the knees, lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Inhale, sweep the right leg high. Start to open up through the hip, pointing the toes. Option to bend that knee, opening the hip even further. Watching the weight through the shoulders. Square off the hips. Inhale, pull the knee in towards the chest. Plant the foot between the hands. Drop the left knee down, lifting up for low lunge. Placing the hands to the back of the thigh. Drop the hands down to the mat. This is a good place to use blocks if you have them. Placing your hands on blocks on either side so you're in a supported lunge. And shifting back into half split, flexing the right foot, pulling the toes back towards the body. Inhale, bring it forward, low lunge. Exhale, take it back, half split. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, low lunge. Good. Place both hands to the inside of the right foot. Shift the hips forward for lizard. Option to use blocks here underneath the hands to give yourself a bit more height. Nice long spine, staying active in this pose. You might rock from side to side if that feels nice. And then dropping down to the forearms. Take the right hand to the inside of the right thigh, gently press it away as you twist up towards the ceiling. Good. Coming back onto the hands, setting the blocks off to the sides. Tuck under the back toes, press all the way back, three-leg dog, right leg reaches high, and release. Downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg high. Start to open up that hip. Maybe bend the knee, opening the hip even further. Square off the hips, inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, plant the foot between the hands. Drop the right knee down, low lunge. Placing the hands to the back of the thigh. Find your blocks, if you have them, shifting back into half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, coming forward, low lunge. Set your blocks off to the sides. Heel toe the left foot towards the side. Coming down for lizard. Option 2, use your blocks under the hands or drop down to the forearms. Lengthen your spine. Breathe. Take the left hand to the inside of the left thigh, gently press it away as you rotate up towards the ceiling for a spinal twist. Come back through center, set your blocks off to the sides. Tuck under the back toes, power through, pressing all the way back into three-leg dog. Good, and release, downward facing dog. Notice how the hips feel. Dropping down to the knees for tabletop. Wave out the spine. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round. And setting up your tabletop. Inhale, open the right leg out to the side for fire hydrant. Exhale, lower. 3 times. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Moving to the left. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Take that right leg, crossing it over the left, trying to stack your knees, and then sitting your bottom back between your feet for half cow face pose. Spine is nice and long. Option 2, walk the hands forward and fold a little bit, if that feels comfortable. Again, this is just an option. You don't need to fold. You can stay sitting upright the whole time. Send your breath into the hip area, creating space within the body. Start to walk the hands back in. And then to transition here, plant your feet, turn towards the left, coming all the way around so that hopefully that left leg ends up on top of the right. Stack the knees the best you can. Lengthen your spine and breathe. Again, option to walk the hands forward, folding over the legs. You may notice that one side is a little bit tighter than the other, and that is normal. Continue to breathe. Begin to walk the hands back in. Carefully uncross the legs, swing them around, sit the bottom back to the heels, dropping down for a narrow leg child's pose. Forehead comes down to the mat, reach back, grab the heels, let your spine round. Good. Lifting back up. Swing the legs back around, bringing the soles of the feet together, knees open out to the sides for Baddha Konasana. Option to fold forward if that feels okay. Lift back up, plant your feet, and lift your hips high up to the ceiling for reverse tabletop. Gazing straight up. Exhale, release. Slowly lower down one vertebra at a time. Head and neck come last. Hug the knees in towards the chest and rock from side to side, massaging out the spine and hips. Take hold on top of the knees. Bring the knees around in circles, 3 times going one direction and 3 times going in the opposite direction. Take hold of the feet, pull the knees in towards the armpits for happy baby. Bring the soles of the feet together. Pull the feet in. And then release the feet back down to the mat with the soles of the feet still together, knees opening out to the side, one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. Eyes are closed. You're welcome to pause the video here and hang out in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. Or remain here for a few breaths and then hug the knees back in towards the chest. Take hold behind the knees, rock and roll yourself up to seated. Finding a comfortable cross-leg position. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope your hips are feeling a bit more open. Namaste.